Ryan, are you going to keep making YouTube videos, given your interest to be an animator and maybe go behind the camera, like as you get older?
I think I will keep going for a while, yeah.
From getting over 1 billion views per video to barely even 100,000, Ryan's World has undoubtedly faced one of the most dramatic declines in YouTube history. But what if I told you this was all on purpose? For years, Ryan's evil parents have been pulling the strings behind the scenes, turning their son into a content slave to make hundreds of millions of dollars, but at what cost? I'm Mazzy, and today we're looking at how Ryan is killing his career to break free from his manipulative parents. Ryan Kaji, the face of Ryan's World, started YouTube at the early age of 3, simply by playing with toys on camera. And by the age of 6, Ryan was already pulling in over $1 million a year. But it wasn't long before the cracks started to show.
YouTube star Ryan is only 7 years old, but he's already selling out aisles of toys at Walmart and Target like a retail veteran.
His parents, Cheyenne and Loanne, claimed that the YouTube channel was all Ryan's idea.
When I was 3, I was watching other people and I was like, why am I not on there? And I started my own YouTube channel.
But as time passed, the truth was slowly going to be revealed. At the height of Ryan's World, the channel was pulling in billions of views, turning Ryan into the richest kid on YouTube. His parents even quit their current jobs just to manage the channel full time, with Cheyenne making $100,000 as an engineer and Loanne leaving her teaching job. In just a few years, Ryan's World evolved from a fun hobby into a billion-dollar empire. But as Ryan grew older, things began to get dark. In August of 2022, the channel still managed to pull in 468 million views, a massive number for any YouTuber. But fast forward to 2024, and that number has dropped to just under 300 million. While it's still an impressive number, it's nothing compared to the billions that Ryan's World once attracted. And it's not just the total views that have dropped either. Recent videos barely reach 100,000 to 500,000 views, a steep decline from the billions the channel used to rake in. But why was this? Ryan's World isn't the same anymore. Back in 2016, Ryan seemed generally happy, but now he's barely engaged. In videos like Ryan Goes to Superhero School Challenge, you can see him going through the motions, but the spark is gone.
9,998, 999,999, 1 million.
He was getting older. You could see it on camera that Ryan was beginning to look more and more disinterested. It's no surprise that comments on his videos have been disabled and that the dislike to like ratio has gotten a lot worse. Clips of his recent videos have also gone viral on TikTok. The bills can't be this high, and they're not wrong. What once looked like an innocent kid having fun now looks forced. His energy isn't there anymore, and it's clear he's outgrown the content. The drop in views is no coincidence. Ryan's disinterest is driving fans away. His low energy and lack of enthusiasm are felt by the audience, and while his parents may not admit it, it's clear that Ryan is slowly killing his own career.
Hey guys, pretend like Red Titan. What is this? A Red Titan comic book and full-length pages? You know what that means.
The fact that a near teenager is still dressing up in costumes and playing with toys aimed at 5-year-olds just doesn't make sense. More and more people were starting to ask, why is Ryan still making videos? Well, the real answer is a lot scarier than you thought, because the truth about his parents is horrifying. Ryan's World Cheyenne and Loanne have been pulling the strings from the very start. From when Ryan was only 3 years old, they viewed him as a vessel to profit as much as possible. They control his life because that's how they make their millions. On August 22nd, 2024, an interview was uploaded to YouTube. It was supposed to be a wholesome interview with Ryan and his parents about how together they built such a successful empire, but the interview took a very dark turn. The cracks in the facade became visible, and the truth about Ryan's world began to unravel. Every time Ryan tried to speak, he was swiftly cut off by his parents. It wasn't subtle either. There was a deliberate control over the narrative. Ryan would open his mouth to answer a question or offer his thoughts, but before he could finish, Cheyenne or Loanne would step in, shutting him down with a forced smile and dominating the conversation. Ryan sat there visibly uncomfortable.
Ryan, are you going to keep making YouTube videos, given your interest to be an animator and maybe go behind the camera, like as you get older?
I think I will keep going for a while, yeah.
You can tell Ryan was about to speak, but his dad shut him down. It's painful to watch. This gave us the first look of how it is behind the scenes. Ryan was being muted by his manipulative parents. Ryan had no say, and he never had one to begin with. He was a cash cow from the very start.
When you guys look ahead, like any other projects that you're most excited about, like the future of the channel, like how do you think about the future of Ryan's World and your business and your family?
Yeah, right now, I feel like we're at the tipping point. Ryan's turning 13 years old this year, so he's turning teenager. So we're thinking about, do we want to introduce something like that align with his age, like more for aligned to the preteen demographic, or we want to stay on with the going more for the animation. That's something we're kind of debating right now.
It feels like Ryan can't say what he really wants to, another viewer pointed out. And that's the most troubling part of all. Ryan isn't just being silenced in interviews, he's being silenced in his own life. Trapped in a cycle of constantly performing for children to make his parents as much money as possible, Ryan is nothing more than a brand to his parents, and he doesn't have a say in the matter. His childhood has been sold to the highest bidder, with his parents pocketing the cash while their son continues to perform on autopilot, visibly detached from the role he's being forced to play. So, how will Ryan break free? As Ryan approaches his teenage years, the disconnect between him and his content is becoming more and more glaring. He's stuck playing a character that doesn't fit him anymore, dressing up in superhero costumes, unboxing toys, and pretending to be the energetic kid he once was. But the truth is, Ryan is growing up, and the role that made him famous is no longer the one he wants to play. So the real question is, will his parents let him go? The August interview made one thing very clear. Ryan's parents are at a crossroad. They know that they can't keep up this charade forever, but they're unwilling to give up the cash cow that they've built. The longer they force Ryan to play his part, the more damage they're doing to him and his future. More and more fans are calling for Ryan to step away, to retire, to live a normal life. But as for now, his parents show no signs of stopping. The views may be plummeting, but as long as there's money to be made, they'll keep the camera rolling. And that's the darkest part of all. Ryan's World may be dying, but it's not by choice. It's still being strangled by parents who can't let go. Ryan is no longer the joyful child he once was, and the world can see it. Every awkward interview, every forced video, every viral TikTok clip begging to let the bro retire points to the same conclusion. Ryan is desperate for an escape, but whether his parents will ever allow that to happen is another story entirely. Ryan's World is on a downward spiral. The question isn't if Ryan's World will end, it's when. And if Ryan's parents have their way, they'll ride this empire into the ground, taking their son's future down with it. Please drop a like if you enjoyed this video or leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Thanks for watching and cheers for now.